Hey everybody, welcome to What Culture. I'm Scott, and you might remember a video from 2 years ago called Pokemon Go, whatever it was, tips and tricks the game doesn't tell you. That thing did a whole load of hits, and if you check out the article version, we did about 14 million views. It was really cool to see. It was pretty awesome. It kind of represented just how big Pokemon Go was back in the day. Now, a lot of people have came back to the app, including myself, across the last few weeks, mainly because Nintendo announced Pokemon Let's Go, Pokemon and Eevee, Pikachu and Eevee, and a whole lot of people have sort of re-downloaded Pokemon Go, and it's good to see. There's a lot of swarms of people going back to the app, but the actual status of the app has changed quite a lot. If you're a returning player and you're coming back after 2 years, a hell of a lot has changed, whether that be the introduction of raids or just the different way that weather affects the battles, or just there's a lot basically. So there's a lot of new things to start breaking down all over again. With all that stuff in mind, I'm Scott from WhatCulture.com, and these are 12 new tips and tricks the game doesn't tell you.
But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done.
Number 12, research stickers are given when you redeem them, not when you first obtain them. Ranging from perform 5 nice throws to catching X type of Pokemon, you'll get 1 sticker a day after completing 1 quest. Now the catch is that you can only get 1 sticker a day, which means that after you've redeemed one thing and you already have a sticker, it's a 24-hour countdown before the game classifies that as another day. So basically what I've been doing is I've been completing the tasks, but I haven't been tapping on claim reward because I kind of save them up until I'm outside of the requisite time. So say like I do something at 11:59, I can't get another sticker until after 11:59 the next day, even though it's 12 o'clock, like it's a minute later. Hopefully you know what I mean. But basically the stickers aren't given when you complete the task, it's when you tap on claim reward. So save up all your research tasks and just unlock them as and when you need to. That way you can always guarantee you're going to get another sticker rather than wasting your time. Number 11, the same Pokemon can have different moves and you can change them. Now this is something that I just didn't even realize, even though I'd been hoovering up X number of like Weedles or whatever the hell it was, or something with more power, let's say a Bulbasaur. If you get multiples of the same Pokemon, they don't always have the same moves. You kind of want to go into the Pokemon viewer, scroll down, see what they have, and look at exactly what they're capable of doing. A lot of the things won't match up with the type of Pokemon that they are, which is another slightly new feature from a good few months ago. Basically, keep an eye out for moves that are assigned to a Pokemon whose type doesn't really match up. Like you don't want to have something like a Cloyster have Body Slam, but you do want to have a Bulbasaur have like Leaf Attack, or whatever the hell its thing's called. You'll start to get a hang for it. Basically, all the moves have little icons next to them, and you can tell which ones are going to match up with the type of Pokemon that's already there. Now, brilliantly, you can change the standard tap animation and the charge attack. Obtained through raid battles, a fast TM will randomly generate a new tap attack, whereas a charge TM does the same for your Pokemon's powered up move. Now note that both of these do have level restrictions. You're going to need to be player level 15 to do the original fast TM thing, and level 25 if you're going to equip a new charge attack. Number 10, specific research tasks give specific Pokemon. Now there are all sorts of graphs online continually being assembled as to which research tasks give out specific Pokemon, but know that that is a thing. Across June, the whole fan base came together and realized that, hey, if you were throwing 3 nice balls, 3 nice throws, it would result in something like, I don't even remember, a Charmander or whatever. But just know that every time you pick up a research task, there is a designated Pokemon at the other end of it. Now, these are changing all the time, pretty much month by month, but know that every single research task has a specific reward. They're not random. As you might be able to find online as the fanbase starts figuring out which one is which, specific Pokemon do come out of specific rewards. So make a point of discarding the tasks that you don't want. Just tap on the trash icon in the corner of the research banner and visit another Pokestop. Keep an eye out on the various fan sites around the world, shout out to Sylph Road, to keep on top of what's going to be unlocking where. Number 9, ghost Pokemon spawn at night. Now, speaking of the mythical quests, at some point you're going to come across the beautifully annoying task of hunting down 10 ghost Pokemon. They barely spawn during the day, but thankfully they do spawn at night. Now, I can't pin this down to a specific hour, but Pokemon Go basically classes night as 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So whether you get up really, really early and go ghost hunting at like 6 a.m., or you just want to kind of go out at like, say, 10-ish, you should be able to start finding ghost Pokemon that wouldn't spawn during the day. Now, going out and about and hunting during the night does sound risky and dodgy as hell, but Pokemon Go spawns far more ghost types during the night. Especially as I found between like midnight and 2 a.m. Like the riskiest, most I'm gonna get assaulted for even thinking about playing Pokemon on the streets at that time of night. Number 8, use pineapple berries to get twice as many candies per Pokemon. Now this one's very simple. Pineapple berries are quite new to the game, depending on when you came back, and basically double the amount of candies you can get from a Pokemon. As it goes, you'll get 3 per creature, but if you pop a pineapple berry, that turns into 6. Now it's worth pointing out that if you use a pineapple berry and the creature breaks out of its Pokeball, you need to use another one. Anytime a creature breaks free, kind of nullifies any statistical boost that you might have put on the creature, whether that's from pineapple berries or those banana berries or whatever. Every time it breaks out, everything's going to reset. So stock up on pineapple berries, especially if you're going to get all the way through the Squirtle grind to get a Blastoise, and just make sure you're using them before you actually fling the ball to catch the thing. Number 7, weather dictates spawns, strengths, and weaknesses. Next up on the game-changing additions is weather. Literal in your area, real-time weather. It's worth taking this into account either when you boot the app up or when you're planning to raid, battle in a gym, or just catch a few creatures. Have a quick Google of an online weather chart and you'll soon start to pick up the way that this works. Any oncoming mist will mean the ghost Pokemon spawn more frequently, whereas something like snow will see ice Pokemon spawn more frequently. Weather also factors into obtaining Pokemon, as it will be stronger if caught under the right conditions. The same goes for battling. Factor all of this in when taking on a raid or a gym, and it'll completely change the way that you approach the app overall. Number 6, one specific trick to use with a Lucky Egg. Now this has been around for a while, but in case you didn't know, Lucky Eggs actually double your XP. XP is most commonly given from taking gyms, participating in raids, capturing Pokemon, and discovering Pokestops. But since the new Friendship update, there's been a much more lucrative way to mine this stuff out. Friendship levels, and how you activate your Lucky Egg before actually viewing them. Just activate your Lucky Egg before visiting the friend screen to exchange or accept gifts. Because Pokemon Go upgrades or checks your friendship level on this screen and not before / when the gift might have actually been sent, that egg can help turn the 10,000 XP bonus that you usually get into 20,000 XP. Now, Niantic might end up patching this out because it's a hell of an XP boost, but make the most of it while you can. Number 5, X Gyms, X Raid Passes, and Mewtwo / super rare spawns. One of the most complex things that we all have to get our heads around now is EX or X Raid Passes and X Gyms, the latter of which are invisible. So, that's good. Both are named because they offer access to premier fights and are only obtainable through gold coins. EX Raid Passes will let you fight super rare Pokemon like Mewtwo. The catch is you have to be invited to an EX gym, a designation on Niantic's part that players don't see as to which gyms are secretly marked as EX ones. Basically, if you fought at an EX gym when an EX raid was being set up, you'll receive an invite to the specified X raid. With your X raid pass in hand, you can finally take part in this super rare event. It's where Niantic have been hiding Mewtwo this whole time, and the last one was on June the 20th to the 21st. It's really that rare. You've kind of got to really be on the ball and know that it's coming around. Number 4, for the love of God, check the mythical discovery quests ahead of time. Just Google them, just bring up a list of them, because I totally suffered from some of these goals, and some of the people in the office have as well. The mythical discovery mode, which is pretty much Pokemon Go's story mode, is a series of meaningful quests with one hell of a payoff. Named Mythical Discovery, it's basically how you unlock a fight against none other than Mew, and you can tap the binoculars icon to view what's needed to advance across an 8-step process. Thankfully, things like obtain a gold Kanto medal are fine because you can only obtain those medals once, and those things will just tick themselves off as the requests come in. But anything like catch this, obtain this, make X number of throws, or whatever, you'll have to do all of them again unless you're saving up your Magikarps. I have like 500 Magikarps now that I'm just sitting on until I can get to the next mythical step, discovery step, and I can finally cash them all in and get a Gyarados. Don't be like Adam Cleary, who just got a Gyarados and then cried himself to sleep when he found out that was the next goal. So, yeah. Number 3, the new way that coins build up. So back in 2016, if you placed a Pokemon on a gym, you'd immediately get a payout in the in-game store that continued to build if the Pokemon held that spot. 2018's Pokemon Go still gives you a gold coin payout, but it's 1 coin every 10 minutes, with a max cap of 50 coins every day. Now you can increase the amount of Pokemon that you're placing on all these different gyms, but you'll only ever accrue 50 coins a day. It's that strict. Number 2, Buddy Candy amounts differ by Pokemon. Worth pointing out for the mythical quests and research tasks that require candies to be ground out, different Pokemon have different amounts to walk when it comes to accruing their candy. Now again, I would recommend bringing up a chart online to get a full breakdown of everything, but many Pokemon that have powerful evolutions like Squirtle or Machop will require 3 kilometers per candy, whereas the humble Magikarp only requires 1. Sticking with Magikarp is very handy if all you need to do is get 1 candy for the sake of a research task, or if you're going to go through all the mythical discoveries, stick with a Magikarp and you'll just grind through those things a hell of a lot faster in terms of literal distance than you would if you were hanging around with like a Squirtle. And number 1, how to play with a friend. Play with in the cool, normal way, not in the weird way. Yeah. So the latest feature to be added at time of recording is that you can now buddy up with your real-life friends, alongside anyone who's got your friend code for all sorts of bonuses and abilities. Strangely though, after you've added your friend, all the game then tells you in terms of what to do is just play with them. But it's like, does that mean go hunting together? Does that mean catch something in like a certain proximity? There's just nothing there. It's just sort of like, figure it out for yourself. So it turns out playing with specifically means battling in raids or gyms together, alongside trading a gift once every 24 hours. Kind of like research stickers, you can only trade a gift once per day, but the bonus is to actually maintaining a really healthy friendship alongside more balls to catch raid Pokemon after you win. So there are all the tips that I've picked up across the last few months of returning to the app. Let me know down in the comments below if there's anything new that you want to share, and I know that there's a whole load of power players out there who have really specific tips and tricks that never really see the light of day, so shout them out as well. Either way, I've been Scott from ourculture.com, and I'll catch you guys soon.